Beerus, my lord, is there something you wish to say?
Here it comes.
Warning. This is a global blackout. Testing the left speaker. Left. Testing the right speaker. Right. Surround successfully recovered. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for...
Forget about the way it used to be. This is not a damn democracy. We are in a state of emergency, and my word is law. There's only one boss in this place, and that's me, the HNIC.
That's right, your boy is motherfucking back on another Wednesday night, and I came back at absolutely the perfect time because I smell bullshit. Listen, the drama.
They
do you
smell
sense
it too. You look at them numbers, look at your brain.
They
and
calling
then
us
you
dramatic
smell
and
some
whatnot.
drama.
They must not have ever seen the Head Nerds in Charge show. Dramatics is what we motherfucking do. And your boy King Kurt live back off his hiatus. Mine right, dick hard, and I'm ready to talk my shit.
I ain't
Sassy,
even
don't be
know
like that.
last part.
What, talking the shit or the hard dick? Which one?
The hard nigga, you know which one.
Listen, y'all, it's your boy King Kurt live, and apparently, we had to push back our show so that we could assimilate, so that we could proper address all the things happening in the FAE community. I don't know if you heard. I don't usually wear the crown. I don't usually wear the crown for the live show. I threw on the crown so that y'all know that when the king talk about this shit, he's speaking from his heart. So we're gonna talk these facts. If you're flowing in after the BLERDCON post-con address our show was originally going to just be a recap.
We could
But a
still
lot has-
just recap. We could always just.
What? And not address the bullshit? Are you serious?
I'm just saying.
You
I
just
brought
you just
titties. We can just talk about regular stuff. It could be.
you mean
He's
We had hot-
problems always.
Right. I don't want peace. I want problems always.
I just don't understand why we can't have a BLERDCON that does not end in controversy, drama, and overall mad Negroes across the nation.
Because apparently he want problems too.
All right.
These are for you, Q.
Jiggling the titties ain't gonna help. Either way, y'all already know it's your boy King Kurt Live, but let me talk to my illustrious co-host, as always, the sexiest voice in the game, and without a doubt, one of the most talented sensual women that I know. Foxy Rocks, talk to him.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your lady Foxy Roxy, aka The Voice. Voice trying to keep you all moist on this fantastic, marvelous hump day of a Wednesday we got here. And welcome back, everybody, from BLERDCON. How y'all doing?
Listen, Foxy, you missed it. BLERDCON was lit. It was lit. There was all kinds of shit going on. There was marching bands. There was Orlando Jones. There was scattered ass and wholesome kids riding around looking at scattered ass. Like, I don't know.
Some kids looking at.
I don't know how BLERDCON blends that medium with like kids and booty butt cheeks just clapping around. But all I gotta say is to all you nerds,
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
point blank period.
That's one
They
of my
are though.
favorite
I at
drops.
least try to keep my cheek clapping for the nighttime when I think most of the children's should be hitting.
And they was clapping. As a matter of fact, they clapping because you are the only one all the way from the seventh circle of hell, a resident weeb. Talk to him, Oni.
Hello on this Wednesday night. I'm a little under the weather, so y'all gonna have to take me in my jammy jams, but I had some sexy jammy jams this weekend. It was party time. It was hot girl summer, definitely the whole weekend.
Big facts. Yeah, the cuddle party went off without a hitch. All we can say about the cuddle party is legitimately, if you know, you know. The HNIC cuddle parties are a regular part of what we do on the convention scene, and we sold out every night. And if you attended,
Good reason.
if you attended, you saw some shit.
You were fortunate and lucky, and
You were
should feel
blessed.
blessed.
Blessed, super blessed. But no pictures or videos allowed during the HNIC cuddle parties. Big shout out to the Unicorn Straight Up No Chaser podcast, who opened up our cuddle party with a great series of different games and whatnot that was curated between them and our own Teffy Wonder. And shout out to the Cospole players who all came through and showed up, showed out. Them dollars was flowing, baby. For everybody that attended, shut your mouths, and maybe you'll get invited next year and get a ticket. Also, stop scalping our tickets. He said orgy, huh?
I think that's cheap.
That's neither here nor there.
Yeah, stop scalping our tickets, yo. Like, if we wanted to charge triple the price, we would charge triple the price. We charge.
And did.
But you could make money there though. Like I made $6 at random.
I don't know if I want to charge them up, but after what
Nah,
was going
if
on,
anybody's gonna be making the dollars, it should be us doing all the work.
I don't know. But I hope. Well, do you want to work to get that up? Never mind. It was going down on that balcony.
All I'm saying is I earned every dollar.
I know you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yeah. All right. As always, my doppelganger, the right hand, the woman that holds me down, I call her number 2, but y'all call her the Mocha Mermaid, or
What's up, guys? It is at Teffy Wonder here, your wonderful melanated mocha-fied merge on. Oh my god, I cannot believe we're going to DreamCon tomorrow, and
Yeah, because I just paid
BLERDCON
$600 fucking
stuff.
dollars for a flight.
Jesus.
Dang.
Yeah, I literally just bought it like 2 hours ago. That's why the show was
Damn.
over.
That's terrible.
Okay.
Ciao. Listen, I'm gonna just look. Y'all not here because we're doing a BLERDCon recap. Y'all here because a lot of y'all want to vent about what just transpired. Y'all want to talk about Hilton's Live. You want to talk about BLERDCON's theme for 2023. Yes, Jasmine and Carlos have a invite to hop on tonight with us. They do have another interview. They were not supposed to be on the show tonight, but you ain't addressing the community if you don't come on the Head Nerds in Charge. Period. This is where we talk our shit. This is where we talk heavy. This is where all real facts. Hilton done been through here. Every other major player from the community knows if you want to get the word down, if you want to get the word out, you come to the HNIC and we gonna talk heavy. Now, there's a couple of things to discuss, and I just need to know how they can support us. Teffy Wonder, can you go through that real quick?
Listen, if y'all want to support us, make sure you head on over to headnerdsincharge.com. Sign up for our email list. We got some important announcements of our own. And if you want to be the first to be in the know, go to our website. It's www.headnerdsincharge.com. That's where you could have bought tickets to our cuddle parties or to my next Cosplay Players Poll Show, which is going to be next month, you guys. Excuse me, while you're on our website, make sure you pick up some of our dope ass merch. We have t-shirts, hats, hoodies, bras, bras, draws, bags, blankets, socks, sneakers. You want it, we got it. Headnerdsincharge.com merch. It makes great ass gifts. For those of y'all who saw us walking around BLERDCON, this is where you get our stuff at headnerdsincharge.com. Head on over to our Patreon as well. We have awesome, great extra content going up there for you guys as well. www.patreon.com/headnerdsincharge. Also, we're trying to get our numbers up over on YouTube and Twitch. So if you could like, follow, subscribe, YouTube, Twitch, Head Nerds in Charge.
Bang, bang. Let's get into this shit because all of y'all, for some reason, are looking at Hilton like, y'all mad. I mean, y'all mad. Why y'all? I get it. The FAE community is a very, very close-knit, tight community. Hilton gonna be on inside. Y'all, I'm trying to get a sense of what exactly Hilton has done wrong. What exactly y'all want to see changed, and how can we still make BLERDCON a successful event in 2023, or what is the alternative if you don't? For those who might not be aware of the drama, for those who might be tuning in and being like, what the fuck is Kurt talking about? Well, let's go back a ways. Let's go back, way back in the time. Last year, Hilton announced that BLERDCON's 2022 theme was going to be Homecoming, a HBCU-esque vibe. And at the same time, there happened to be a con run by another group called HBCU Con. Well, a lot of people came out of the woodwork and said, hey, BLERDCON's biting off of the theme of HBCU Con. Why weren't they collaborating? Why wasn't, why would Hilton pick this theme? It's a smaller con. It's the big giant eating up the little giant, and that's not fair. And everybody had a fit. Everybody had something to say. Well, this was one of the most successful BLERDCONs to date. You motherfuckers wasn't mad that long because y'all all bought tickets because I saw you there. And y'all was dressed up in your majorettes and your drums, and you was dancing with Orlando Jones, popping your coochies and all of that shit. And y'all was big mad a year ago, but you showed up to BLERDCON and showed out. And I don't get me wrong, y'all looked amazing. Y'all looked amazing. Now, fool me once, right? Coinky ding. Well, at the end of every BLERDCON, Hilton and Haas do a closing ceremony where they announce the next year's theme. Well, the theme for 2023 is going to be BLERDCON Fade to Black. I actually think that that's a pretty clever way to get around copyright and to kind of get into the FAE culture. Now, I'm gonna just say this: as a first-time con runner, we just had our first con last year. One thing I will say in the con community, 9 times out of 10, anything that has a set date, a theme, and all of that, they have already set these things years in advance. That's the norm. I'm not saying that something is an influence. I'm not saying that all I'm saying is most cons themes are set a years in advance. Yes, we will be announcing what our theme will be for 2023. 2022, it was Afrofuturism. We'll announce our theme for HNIC Con 2023 right after we kind of chew the fat over this. All right, so let's get a little context. Hilton saw that Black Fae was trending and knew of Jasmine and her work to create more awareness to Black fantasy and brought us together for Black Fae Day. Absolutely true. Jasmine has been integral in pulling together the Black Fae community under one banner, and I went to the Black Fae Gala in Atlanta. Amazing event, super dope to see so many people from the culture coming together under one fandom. Now the issue seems to be, without consulting her, he already had a plan to use her and her resources to make next year's BLERDCon a hit. Panel, I feel like that's a legitimate reason to be upset. Do you feel like that's the proper context?
Absolutely, given Jasmine's response to the whole thing,
which was
she was like, that's news to me, because he announced it saying that they were in collaboration with Black Fae Day, and she was like, who's Black Fae Day? Because surely not mine.
Yeah, I watched the video, and he definitely said he was going to work. He was working closely with Black Fae Day, and I was like, were you though?
Not Black Fae Day official, maybe DC.
No, I think I believe he said the whole thing like Black Fae Day.
He did, but I'm saying, according to Jasmine, he must be working with DC Fae.
Is it variant Fae?
Right,
from another multiverse.
Like how we got Philly Fae here. Like,
yeah.
She was like, "Oh, it's not Black Fae Day official. It's DC Fae Black. Like, it's not us."
So okay. All right, so we got Naomi Monroe did an amazing performance at the Black Fae Day Gala. She says BLERDCON's business model. This is gonna be this is gonna be one of them kind of lives tonight. I see. All right, let me slow down because there's a lot. BLERDCON's business model is strong arming smaller Black women-led brands, organizations, and conventions to make up for their lack of creativity. It has and always will be a cash grab, siphoning off an already marginalized populace.
All you niggas who don't like CC the Geek and was like, "Oh, what are you talking about? Hilton's not biting off homecoming from her." Oh, now y'all niggas is like, "Oh, well, exactly." It got quieter than a bit, didn't it?
This bitch.
Listen. Okay. Man, I'm not touching that one, especially as a man. I'm just going to shut the fuck up and let you ladies talk about it a little bit. There's a lot. I want to highlight some of these comments. Chris Tetris Dixon says, when he said that, I thought Jasmine must have been under an NDA till he announced it, because that's the only thing that would have absolved him from any outrage. Yeah, there should have been more conversation. How much of these feels like purposely generated controversy?
Yeah. But that just goes back to old girl's point. To make up for your lack of creativity and ingenuity, you have to foster controversy to get people to pay attention and buy tickets. Like that would be weird, in my opinion.
Also, I just want to give a shout out to Naomi. I apologize. I did not know your pronouns, but I do now. I appreciate the correction because I feel like that's important. Sometimes in a live show with the comments, we don't have time to ask people their pronouns before we highlight them. And if I offended you, I apologize. But I'll definitely keep that in mind for future reference. Also, if I don't use your proper pronouns, you can absolutely let me know in the chat and we will correct. There's a wow. There's a lot of it looks like the Price is Right wheel. Like shit.
It's so many. Wait, I'm going back because I want one.
Yeah, you looking too? Okay, you look for yours, and I'm gonna run my mouth a little bit.
Okay.
Sassy, are you
Yes.
excited about the concept of Fade to Black for 2023? But like, are you still excited about it?
Why you gonna put that on me, nigga?
I'm just asking. I'm just saying in general.
In general, I'm not gonna lie, because as soon as I heard that, I was like, I got ideas and like for the shenanigans of BLERDCON to be combined.
Don't be
with
messy,
FAE,
y'all. Don't be messy, Taffy. Don't do that. Don't be messy. Don't be messy. Also, HNSC Con 2023 coming up. Yeah, because I mean, I cosplayed. I cosplayed in FAE for the first. Actually, it was like the first time I really put together a cosplay. Had an amazing time. Titties and Tims 2023. That can be 2024. Actually, we got 2023 and 24. Hopefully, don't nobody else do no shit with our themes. Don't look if we pick a theme, just know we pick that shit. Leave us the fuck alone. Listen, I just want y'all to know we ain't Hilton.
Damn, we ain't Hilton.
I understand. I ain't scared of you, motherfuckers.
He could have just said this will be our theme. We haven't had confirmation, but we are hoping to be in collaboration with them, but not. They said they were before it was even talked about.
Well,
big facts.
Well,
I mean, I don't have a retort to that. And this is not a let's defend BLERDCON or let's burn BLERDCON down. Yeah. But no, because then the niggas be fighting all damn day.
Yeah, no Blackberry.
I gotta go back to Naomi because they are absolutely on fire in these comments. Like y'all said, I'm non-binary. It's up to Black non-women like us to combat this blatant misogynoir. That's I thought it was misogynoir. No, I got it like noir. Misogynoir. Roll your tongue with it. It's like French and shit. Blatant misogynoir. When we see it, it can't always be up to Black women. We have to support our sisters.
Bless you.
Yes.
So let's talk about that for a second. Because that's a pretty husky allegation to say that BLERDCON is being misogynistic or exemplifying misogynoir. Yes. Go ahead. What you fitting to say?
You don't have to be an active participant in a system of oppression in order for it to work.
Agreed.
So even if Hilton and Haas are like, oh, we're not doing that, like we're not actively doing that. It's like 2 years in a row, my guy.
Yeah. You messing up.
You are upholding this system of oppression and erasure of a even more marginalized intersectionality.
So
when all
Brock,
you had to do was be like, hey, let's do this thing.
So Teffy, to your point, Brock just said, how long does it take to draw up a proposal anyway? Got to be shorter than
Curtis Brown 10 minutes.
This ain't about.
I'm done. You said it, you Curtis Brown.
Damn, don't use my government in this shit.
Damn.
Think Kurt live. Damn. My mama called me. Gotta be shorter than coming up with a whole theme and artwork and animation. Like he really tried it. You know what? I'm just going to read some comments. He knows where to poke and prod to get a big talking about BLERDCON. I guess a big response. It's his business model. It seems like I was with it, excited. Even then, I was upset for Jasmine because of how much work she put in Black FAE Day. Talking is not hard. He talked on live. He could have done the same thing via email. So let me fire something back at y'all. Where the fuck was all y'all when she put on her Black FAE Day gala? Because, you know, tickets, they were selling tickets. When we talk about support, we get angry at larger entities, but we forget to truly support the smaller ones so they can thrive. I can promise you, and I mean this with all my heart, BLERDCON will have Fade of Black. All of y'all are going to show up. All of y'all are going to have a great fucking time, hooting and hollering, pop locking, doing all the nasty things at the HNIC FAE Cuddle Party. Y'all going to do panels. Y'all going to cosplay. Y'all going to pay $20 for one rib and a fry. Y'all going to drink copious amounts of alcohol that probably should not be consumed, like Malort. Y'all going to be there. Y'all going to be there. So BLERDCON is going to be the staple. What are you doing to ensure that the Black FAE Gala can rival it, or at least be as influential as it, aside from complaining about BLERDCON?
Yeah, that is an important point.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you want to affect real fucking change, use your money.
So true.
Listen, go to talk to him, Roxy. Man, am I being a dickhead? Tell me.
No, I mean, the fact of the matter is, because people are doing these cons for various reasons. Either you're doing it for a purpose of you want to empower people, you're trying to get people together, or it's for money. Hilton's business, and he's about money. He can care and give several F's about anybody's feeling and how he's going to go ahead and do it. So if he hears an idea, he's going to go ahead and try to run with it. And you're right. What you said, Kurt, he's going to go ahead and throw this together next year. Everybody is going to show up, pay for all the money. They're going to pay for all the stuff, and they're going to complain about something else next year. And this is going to be the same group of people, if not more. So if you're doing this for a reason of just money, it's like a reality show. Reality shows are out here, they're trash, but people watch them all the time. And this is how they stay on the shows. You know, he doesn't care. That's all it is to it.
So now, mind you, I know some of y'all are actually going to stand on principle and not show up. But when I say y'all are going to show up, I'm not talking to every single solitary person. I'm talking about those that show up enough to support and keep it thriving. Either you move as a community or you don't. And that's it. Nothing gets done when there's individualism. You have to have community enough to affect change. Something y'all might not know. Me and Jasmine have gotten to be pretty good friends, actually. Like, she's dope as fuck. And one of the shared experiences that we talk about is collaboration with everyone in the hopes of bringing together the Black nerd community. We talk about a story called Stone Soup. And if you don't know the story of Stone Soup, number one, you had a shitty childhood. Number two, you should go and read about it because it's about the community coming together. The community is what feeds the culture. Y'all have the power to make a difference. She's going to have the Black FAE Day gala again. Black FAE Day is going to happen. It's going to happen every second Saturday of May. The gala is going to happen. There's no reason why she needs to crowdfund $1. There's no reason why she should have any issues doing this with the amount of outrage that I am seeing about BLERDCON. If she has any problem funding her event, I'm going to call bullshit on y'all, and I got no problem holding you accountable. Talk to me. Tell me if I'm wrong or if I'm not getting a sense of things, because
I feel like that's detracting away from the actual conversation.
Okay,
Like yes, 1000% people should support her, and people did support her. Her Black Faye Gala wasn't like a bust. Maybe it wasn't.
Oh no, it was a success.
Right. So you talking about not supporting her or not her not having the crowdfund and this, that, and the third is a distracting topic from what people are talking about now. We have every right to call Hilton and Haas on their nonsense, as it were, and we should hold them accountable. And I don't see why, if you want to still support them, you can, but like it don't have to be a one or the other. It's like if y'all are mad, then yes, absolutely she should be supported, but like don't make that the talking point.
But Teffy, I'm sorry. We run a business, right? We run a show and we run a business. You know what affects change? Money. Period. And I'm not saying that the point and the talking points can't happen. BLERDCON is not going anywhere.
And they're not going to change their theme just because we mad.
Right, just because you mad. I'm talking about let's change the energy. Because my people, we get mad and then we do nothing. And I've seen this with every single solitary movement, everything that we do. It's like we have done so many shows like this. And I love shit like this. It sounds like you're trying to support Hilton a little too much for my liking. You do realize that the loudest folks that are angry about this are Black Faye Day biggest supporters. That's fine. And if you feel like I'm trying to support Hilton too much, that's your opinion. The only difference is I actually work in these streets, in this community to affect change. I don't see a lot of y'all. You get mad over one thing. You get mad over the thing that's important to you. But when we talk about pushing an entire community forward, whether it's about Black nerd culture or whether it's about people of color or a community, if we're talking about misogyny, then let's affect change in all of it. Don't just wait till it affects your particular community. That's what I'm saying. If you want to really make change, if you really want to affect change, hit it all. Go to the people who are really representing what you think is quality representation and put all your resources into that to build them up, because Jasmine deserves to do what she has envisioned in her mind for her community. I'm not into Black Faye at all. That's not really my twist. I wear a crown because somebody gifted it to me as a way to represent how Black men should carry themselves. So that's important to me. Head Nerds in Charge is about the proliferation and promotion of dope Black creatives. Jasmine happens to be a dope Black creative. Hilton has established an institution where Black people can come together, enjoy themselves. How he does his business is how he does his business. Ladies, will you be at BLERDCON next year, though?
So here's my thing, though, on that I do want to say. I feel like he at least owes her that much, or he owes us as women that much to come forward if that's not what it's about. Gotcha. And actually speak on that and like speak his piece, because the thing is, as fucked up as women that we go through in society, is that there's a lot of shit that'll happen, and it'll be the same way it is as like with white versus Black things, to where it'll be like, oh, we didn't do this to you because you were a woman, it was because of this and this. But like there's no way for us to ultimately like prove that 100%, so it gets overlooked oftentimes. So I would like that personally from him, in order for me to like want to keep supporting, is for him to come forward and speak on that. Now, like, say how you feel about that personally. What are your intentions? Do you realize that this is a thing that's repeatedly happening? Like, where do you stand at?
That goddamn crown got hot.
I would like to know, how did he, if, quote unquote, how did you come up with the idea of it? That's my question. Where did it come from? How did, not, nothing against men or anything, but what made you come up with, I want to do something with FAEs as a man?
Yeah. What's your inspiration?
That's all. And nothing against, because there are a lot of guys that do FAE and everything, but I'm just asking in general for him. Because if you looked at everything else that he's done, then all of a sudden you got FAE. I just like to know, where did it come in from?
Where did it come from?
Yes.
And I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, Mari. I agree with you. If Hilton is stealing from black women, then he absolutely shouldn't be doing that. He should give credit to where credit is due, and he should be collaborating and partnering with the people who create these fandoms. Now, Jasmine has gone on record to say she did not create Black Fae. She didn't create it. She has definitely been a major influencer and has brought it together. She absolutely owns the name. She owns Black Fae Day Official is own and trademarked name. That is legit. Just like Head Nerds in Charge is a trademark name, Black Fae Day Official is a trademark name. So for Hilton, if he feels like, well, this came before her, I can do what I want because nobody, and he said this for HBC UConn, and I'm pretty sure it's the same thought process for Black Fae. Nobody owns a theme. Do you feel like people own a theme? I'm asking a genuine question to the community and the panel. Can you own a theme? You can absolutely own the brand, which is why I said very, very clever wording for Fade to Black.
Yeah, because that was like the first thing that I wanted to know was like, is the name trademarked, and what name was it that he used? Because that kind of like makes a big part of that situation too, because that's the thing in business in general or whatever, to where there are 50 trillion different things that are like similar to each other, but like they're named differently. And that's what separates them apart, and even to the point to where they make jokes at each other and stuff, be like, you want to be like us, but you not. Like Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, they all neck and neck with each other. They all sell burgers.
Tiffany Collins says, the point is, he should have contacted her. Now he's defensive. He fucked up, and he knows, and he doesn't care. We know he doesn't care. He lied about collaboration, plain and simple. I don't know. I do know for a fact that Jasmine was not aware of the theme or any collaboration before the announcement. Goku's God Custom says BLERDCON is going to get larger and larger. He is going to use ideas that inspired the community. He should be better at giving people their flowers and doing their due diligence. If he doesn't do it in a better way, I feel that black people will stop going overtime. I mean, they already got Disney sponsoring and Nerds, the candy.
That's a lot of people's business practices in general, like amongst businesses, but black people are not involved enough heavily in business for that to become a public thing, I suppose.
This is the point. Alicia hits the nail on the head. No, you can't own a theme, but don't say you're working closely with someone and you haven't talked to them.
Don't do that. Don't lie on my name like that.
Yeah. And that's the major faux pas that I've seen so far. Like that video of him saying that they're going to work closely, that it just wasn't the case. Chris says owning a theme is equivalent to owning a color. Owning a brand is an entire different business, and there's always to skate around it and exploit that, and that's what's been done.
Just like they do in shows when they don't want to use the name, they call it something else. It's not Hawaiian Punch, it's Wahoo Punch now.
Yeah. And I believe this is pronounced as Shade. She never stated she owned the theme. No, she didn't. She never stated she owned the theme or created the theme. but she does own the brand that represents that theme. And a lot of people support that brand, and she is a major influencer of that brand. And this is why some of us say black men are. Oh, I agree.
I
with that
definitely
wholeheartedly.
be saying it.
Yeah.
Then
I
every
agree
other
with that.
goddamn day.
Yeah, I believe we're third on the rung in hierarchy, and fourth on the rung, because I think Asian men kind of go before us, but white men, white women, Asian men.
I would like to know your thoughts on that later.
Yo, I'm dead ass. Like black men are like number 4 in the hierarchy process.
I mean, such a
White
thing.
women will always beat black men. I don't care, especially if you touch one. Anywho,
Damn.
Amber says, and then he's going on putting words and responses on her that are not true. Like, why is he using her as a marionette? That's a puppet for those that don't know, to save face when he could have, 1, simply apologized for misstatements, and 2, inviting her in the conversation. Oof. So you just gonna enjoy a snack.
Yeah, well, we can
David
argue.
said he mentioned the idea for the con was coming from some upcoming media, which includes black fake characters, as well as people not shouting out black fake community in the con level. So he's saying that's where it originally originated. I'm almost positive that some of this is influenced, though. I guess I'm understanding better what the upset is. The issue isn't the face theme, it's the allegations of working closely with the person. And that's where we get to the crux of what the issue is.
Yeah.
Don't get mad at Kurt, because sometimes people don't know what the angst or anger is. And we got to talk that shit out, because people aren't mad per se that BLERDCON decided to do a theme about black fake culture. The issue comes in is when you say we are working closely. Ladies, what do you think? If Hilton had never mentioned Jasmine at all, would it be an issue?
It would
Let me
still
know in
be
the comments
suspect.
too.
Nah, it would still be suspect to me. Because she had her Black Fae Gala. It was all over the internet. They was popping on Twitter and everything again. So I feel like it would be like, oh, okay, he see what they doing, and now he just gonna bring it to his con and try and, just to try and be like, hey, we're doing this too. But it would be less nefarious. It'd be like, oh, maybe he ball biting, but it ain't that deep. But for him to name drop her and be like, yeah, we working with them.
Teffy, read that comment real quick.
Oh, this wasn't about fumbling the ball. This was about him telling people he got hired at NASA for the space program. And NASA's like, wait, who are you?
See, and Amber hits this is the same thing. It would be sus, but it would not be as huge of an issue. Yes, everybody would have whispered regardless. I don't know. I'm gonna pull it up again because and it's a shame because Marcus the Visual does their art, and Marcus the Visual is like an amazing fucking artist, and he killed this. He absolutely killed this.
But fade to black, nigga. Fade to black. Come on, man.
Well, Tuffy, what the hell was he supposed to call it if he was going to do Black Fae? He wasn't. By copyright, he can't say Black Fae Day or Black Fae Official.
He could have called it anything other. He could have called anything other than those words.
All right. Chanel says he is greatly influenced by Black Fae Day because he made a statement that he was working closely with Jasmine. He's probably going to only make it right after he is bullied into it, just like last year with the contest. I forgot about the contest too. It's a lot. It's a lot going on.
Yeah, he got too many penalties against him or going against them or whatever in the situation. Like, come on, sir.
All right. Okay, then let me pose this to the community. I'm gonna read this comment for. They basically put her in a weird position when he said he was working with her. I agree.
Yeah.
I have to ask them. I have to ask the community. how much slack do we give our creatives, creators, platforms, and safe spaces to correct negative behavior and change when they become as large as a BLERDCON? Because I sat and hold on, I sat in panels and I listened to the whole of the Black nerd community, and that's an absolute safe haven for a lot of people who don't have much. You don't have cons like BLERDCON. Me and Teffy are headed to DreamCon in about 10 hours just to go see how they do what they do. We created HNIC Con to be for the culture, by the culture. But I can't think. I mean, there's Wakanda Con in Chicago, Black Label Con also in Philly, but there aren't not to. I mean, J1 Con, the oldest Black anime convention, but not to the level of BLERDCON. So if y'all burn this institution down, what are you going to replace it with? And do you give them the opportunity to change and correct their behavior? Brandon Brownson. Go ahead, Teffy. I'm sorry.
Chance to correct his behavior, and like, listen, last year I was firmly kind of on his side. Like, give him a chance, let them correct it. Like, let them make a course correction. Because if this ain't it, Chief, we got to give them a chance to be it, to get it right. This is, I don't know. Like this, like I said, if we going, because head nurse in charge, that's what we do. If we going, we going. It's whatever. But
then how can we? Okay, hold on.
You just
I'm calling us to the mat.
Show up.
we not gonna sit here and say, okay, BLERDCON misrepresents the culture, and then show up and support it.
They represent
depends
a culture,
on how
the
we
systemic
respond.
culture of oppression against Black women.
It depends on how we respond. For me, honestly, that's where I stand dead on it, because
she said my man's on strike 5. God damn.
Like, I don't know. Like, the thing is with the business world and people in business that I'm starting to learn is that it's only but so much that you gonna kind of like get from people at times anyway, to where they, like, believe it or not, even the ones that you have your qualms about, they're doing their best in comparison to what the hell's going on out there in business them. So I still want to, as long as he's willing to acknowledge the fact that he might have screwed up and maybe I need to do something to fix that, then so be it. Because there's a lot of companies that y'all buy shit from every day that's out here doing all types of shit, but y'all just don't know about it.
Go ahead, Roxy.
Nah, I just think that he probably won't acknowledge it until after it's all said and done. And then it's like, you know what? Or you get close to it and it's like, oh, you know what? I apologize. I see what we're going to do differently this year. But at that point, you've already invested, you know, your amount of money and got your people already at the, you know, the convention and everything else. It's almost one of those like things that some people do. Well, a lot of the companies, they'll go ahead and apologize after the fact. Oh, you didn't know.
Carolyn ain't shit, y'all.
Yeah.
Find out. No, like, for those that might not know, HNIC Con literally came from y'all. Like, we did not want to do a convention. Y'all came to us, said they made a white woman a cosplay winner. That's fucked up. We need some nigga shit. That's our shit, but in con form. And we niggas that like cons. So we created a nigga con. And it did a hell of a lot better than I thought it would. Y'all really showed up and showed out. To me, that's proof positive that if you build it, they will come. So, okay. BLERDCON ain't doing what you want them to do. Don't go to BLERDCON. Let's build some new shit. Black FAE Con. or come to HBC UConn. I almost stuttered with that one, but my man Wendell holds it down, and that's another. And thank you, Wendell. What I said? I said I apologize, Wendell. I be fucking up pronouns, names, all that shit. So Wendell is the vice president of HBC UConn, another convention that features people of color and has that same black aesthetic that you're looking for. If you're not going to go to BLERDCON, then definitely go support these other independent conventions that are trying to service these specific fandoms and communities. And I hope that you do. And I know that many of you are, but more of you need to, because then we wouldn't need Kickstarters that fail.
You said they fail.
Ooh, Beast, now you're talking to listen, we can't get black folk to agree on where FAE came from and who should use it. We're not ready to go after fucking Nabisco and Coca-Cola. We just not ready yet. But y'all gonna get there. I swear to God, y'all gonna get there, and I'm gonna see this shit through. We are going to get our community together. We are going to get our community together, and collaboration with all of us, whether it be HNIC, Black FAE, BLERDCON could be an integral part of that, because they are such a large entity. They represent so much of the culture in the mainstream. The mainstream recognizes BLERDCON. So my thing is, what do we do next? Okay, we complain about it. So what's the plan of action? What do you ladies think? What would you say the plan of action is for the community?
I think the plan would probably be for people, if you really feel this serious about it, any of you guys that have pull on Instagram, you got a lot of followers and stuff like that follow you, and you speak up on there, and whatever you do, just go ahead and not going to the con. Don't go to the con. Talk about your feeling about it, and don't go. I mean, over time, people will follow. Anybody that has any type of if you're giving up anything to go ahead and support his stuff, stop supporting it. If you stop, things will change. Cults might happen. I don't know, but that's the only start I could think of.
Okay. Jasmine said, can we not hold our people to a higher standard based on what we witnessed from white people? Hell no. Hell no. Niggas ain't no different.
I mean, that's what I was just
that's
saying.
Part of the problem.
The same thing.
I get that. So, okay, it's not about you find your community.
We don't even have enough shit to hold away right off shit. Like when you get enough shit to have in the first place, that's when you get to be like, oh, I don't want that one. I don't want that one. But
yeah, Pamela, I agree with you. It was kind of like a buzz thing, but I don't think it panned out the way he thought it was going to pan out. I can't speak for Hilton. And I appreciate this comment where it says, once the big boys stop stealing ideas from smaller cons, they will become non-existent. But we are going to consistently have people supporting both. That's not the problem, but stop stealing ideas. I mean,
I came up with a theme for like Archon without having purposely with the thought.
But somebody can say we stole a theme. Somebody can say we stole a theme because it's not a theme that hasn't been done.
There are no original ideas anymore.
That's my point.
But we're not gonna call it Fade to Black and say that we working with Black FAE Day official.
Yeah,
and we ain't even called
no.
them.
Now that's the issue. But my thing, people keep saying stealing ideas and stealing themes.
Well,
I'm sorry.
You know how the world of the internet works. Once they feel the way they feel, they going to keep saying it, whether they got all of the support and evidence for it or not. That's how they feel now.
All I'm saying is, if Marvel can create Deadpool and DC has Deathstroke, and them niggas look just alike and can coexist, you absolutely can support the people. And yes, you could still hate on BLERDCON and not support it. Yeah, like Chris said, Lobo and Wolverine. This shit is literally rampant in all media. Stop putting us in the look. Green Arrow and Hawkeye. Yes, there's always going to be a direct correlation of some way, shape, form, or fashion. Nuances and semblances, and people who have done FAE before Jasmine, people who will do FAE after Jasmine. The point that I'm trying to make is build up Jasmine while she's here, trying to pull the community together. And to those that are doing it, I'm not talking to you. I'm re-emphasize that. I'm not talking to you. You're already doing it. Build up Jasmine now if you're becoming aware of the issue. And if you are supporting her, then turn up the fucking heat. If you're that angry, turn up the heat. Her PayPal is always open for support and donations for her next gala event. So at the end of this shit, instead of buying a PS5, send it to the person who you think is leading your community. That's all. Listen, I am a man about action. Talk is cheap, even though talking is what I do best. But if we don't have a plan of action for how to affect change, then it just turns into bitching. And I don't know about you, but bitching don't make no money. If there's something wrong with what I just said, by all means, cut off the head nerds in charge. Go about your day, lay down, watch The Boys, watch Netflix, Stranger Things, Umbrella Academy. There's a bunch of shit on Netflix. But here's the thing. We're still going to fucking be here talking the same shit, and you're not going to change a goddamn thing about my show. We're going to show up week to week. Go ahead, Sam.
I wish I had that button, the control to put that video up. Just like, I don't want peace. I want problems. Always.
No, because the whole community want to do this to BLERDCON. Y'all out here whipping their ass.
Well, the crazy part is, and Hilton know that. He like, I'm gonna take these lumps and then count my dollars later.
Why they whipping it? Why he whipping his ass? Them niggas is literally sitting over there looking at the amount of people who just bought passes for 2023. He turned to Haas and just be like,
shit, Negro, that's all you had to say.
Oh, we already sold out? Cool.
But see, that's why really in all reality, the best thing that we can really do for her at this point is try to be there to support and to make her thing bigger. Because if we make her thing outweigh it, then she won in the end, right? But the only way to get to that point is if everybody makes sure that they had a black ass there, because I'm not going to lie, I was one of the black asses that needed to be there, ended up missing out. I was unprepared. Will I be prepared this year? Yes, I will. Well, next year.
Now, Jose Reyes said PS5 money. How about coffee money, bro? Listen, dig deep in your pockets. We don't mind the kind that jingles, but we prefer the kind that folds. Was it about making
you didn't
money?
Spend coffee. You didn't spend coffee money on BLERDCON. If you want to support her, do it right.
All right, black women and their brands will clearly not be taken seriously. I don't agree with that. Considering how much gaslighting, deflecting Jasmine's already been subjected to, they don't even take this matter seriously. Individualized people doing something to Jasmine does not speak to the whole of the community. BLERDCON does not represent the whole of the community. Because I absolutely take Jasmine seriously, and so does many of you who are in here watching her right now. I will not allow you to invalidate that woman's work by saying one person could take away her worth and importance in this community, respectfully. Because the fact that this feed is over 100 people strong lets you know how much influence and sway that queen has. So put some respect on her name whenever we talk about what one individualized group can do to a person who's also building her own institution and community. At this point, we didn't talk for an hour, and we got our own announcement to make real quick for those that are tuning in and came not just for the drama, but to find out. Hopefully, nobody else fucking has this at this point. The official theme of HNIC Con 2023.
We done paid for the artwork and shit. It's staying.
Yeah. Listen, at this point, we didn't pay for the shit, so we ain't going nowhere. But I just want to say we about to turn up in 2023. Y'all don't even know. Let me play it for you. HNIC Con 2023. Listen, 2023. Get your feathers, get your booty, get your BBLs done.
Wow.
Not your BBLs though. Like
get your BBLs done. Listen, we are about to turn the fuck out. Y'all have no idea how we are putting things together right now. Right now. And yes, we are in, and I'm scared to say this, but I have actually been in talks with Jasmine about having something special at HNIC Con 2023 involving the Black FAE community that she will control and run. Go ahead, Sassy. Talk to him.
No, I was saying now, Jasmine better not pop up in my DMs being like, now, what is this that Kurt is speaking about? Because he told me.
No. Listen, don't get it twisted. Y'all don't know. Me and Teffy about to spend the weekend with them. We already about to turn up at DreamCon. This was y'all who look at what I say and how I do. We do our own Black version of journalism. We will always tell both sides of the story. We will always talk about both perspectives because we are not here to be Fox News or CNBC or whatever whatever them white people news outlets is. We gonna talk our shit, but we wanted to do this special for our Caribbean people, our island people. When we start talking about Carnival, that is a culture that has not been Carnival is close to Tim's and Titties.
Very close to Tim's and Titties.
It is very close to and bring your flags. Yes. Look, y'all. It's gonna be lit. And if y'all know how we do, it's gonna be bigger than what we did before. It's gonna be culturally sensitive, informative, and ratchet than a motherfucker. And we are going to dance and sweat, have a great time. We're going to call in all the creatives of the culture to help us build it out. And we're trying to build the very thing that we talk about when we complain about other things. So it can be done. I was hoping Jasmine and Carlos would have time to jump on so we could talk a little bit, but all I'm going to say is, what is the resolution that the community wants from BLERDCON? What is the end game? What are you willing to do to get that resolution? What do you want to see, Tef?
I would like to see him actually make it right instead of doing what he's done previously and what he did last year, which was kind of just double down on the nonsense and then come around. I would like just all we ask is that you do right and do right by Black women. Like it's it's not that hard. It's just as simple as being like, hey yo, I fucked up. Jasmine has said 100% that she is all about spreading the idea and the notion that Black people can be mythical and magical as fuck, and that by BLERDCON even entertaining the idea of having that as part of their theme is something is actually a testament to her goal and to all the work she has done. He needs to just have the due diligence, give her flowers, and then I feel like we can just all move on. Like he have to just be accountable. That's all we ask him.
So let me ask you this then, Teffy. If Hilton said, hey, we're going to have Jasmine as a guest at BLERDCON, we're going to give her a panel or a slot on the program, we're going to allow her to be able to do XYZ, whatever they can negotiate, would that be a way to assuage some of the negative feelings?
Absolutely. As long as it was on the level. We won't have to come to find out later that he like, you need to take this deal because it makes me look better. No, as long as it was something that they negotiated and both parties is happy, then there shouldn't be no reason that we can't all move forward in prosperity.
Somebody said we stole Brazil's theme. That's fucked up.
Not Brazil.
Sassy, what would you like to see to kind of make amends and set things right?
I feel like Tef pretty much summed up what I want to see, which is him coming forward and being like, hey, I realized this, I fucked up. I also realized I fucked up a couple of other times and I'm trying to do better because I want to see us grow as Black people and do what he needs to do by Jasmine for her to feel more compensated in the situation, and they can talk about that how they talk about that, and I would be fine. Like that would help me.
I want to highlight Bria's comment. As a general comment, I would have to see Black men do a better job of pushing Black non-men to the forefront in nerd community.
Yeah, that part. We need that.
Support the head nerds in charge.
Yeah, we do that here, which is why there's mostly women here. Mostly Black women here.
There's only Black women.
Yeah, well, you're not a Black woman.
Well, I mean, you get.
So that's why I gotta say mostly.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you for acknowledging my
inclusion.
Yeah, one of the. Look, y'all, this shit's out there. It's really out there, and you just have to find it and support it. This was my first BLERDCON, and I felt so alive. I learned about Black FAE this weekend with your HNIC panel, and I met a Black FAE Day ambassador. I'm a real-life butterfly, so now I'm all excited to do Black FAE Day with my bae. I don't want BLERDCON to end. I felt at home for real, for real. This is the sentiment of so many people. Once again, BLERDCON, I call BLERDCON the Black Nerd Pilgrimage. We come from all over the country to enjoy an amazing fucking weekend of dope nerd shit that just happens to be specific for people of color.
Indeed.
I have a ball. And we do a lot of extracurriculars. And we enjoy it.
Still do our live shows.
I'm still gonna go to BLERDCON because I support the people. My community is there. Whether no matter what you feel about Hilton or Haas, your community is there. Your people, your tribe is there. So whether you choose to admonish them for going, or if you try to show them that, hey, not only do you have BLERDCON, but also look what we're building. That could foster collaboration, and helping to support your own brands and fandoms. I'm just giving you an alternative to burning shit down. Angry, we know. We good at angry. I've been angry a long goddamn time. I have not always built something. And with these wonderful women to the left and above me, we actually built something that we didn't want to build, that the community asked us to build, and y'all supported it. So I know you got it in you. I know you got it in you. Yes, hold them accountable. Absolutely hold them accountable. But also come up with a plan of action.
Such an idiot. Sorry. Something Chris tagged you in. You'll see it later.
All right, beautiful. I kind of just want to go over some of the things that was dope about BLERDCON. Fucking Orlando Jones.
Yeah.
He was so nice. Personable, took pictures. Me and him got to chop it up about our homie Phil Lamar. And I just thought that this was a great cherry on top to a great weekend. Did you guys get the opportunity to see Orlando Jones?
I saw him at his table, but I didn't get the chance to go up and talk to him.
Somebody said, shout out to the extracurriculars. Gang, gang. You damn right. So is the HNIC cuddle party coming to HNIC Con? Carnival style. There's also a new cosplay winner, and she's black. She looks like a real life butterfly. I love it. She looks amazing.
I was like, oh, did they? I was like, that'd be really weird if they picked her because they were like, ha, faithing.
Oh, damn, Teffy. Don't put that in their head. That's so fucked up.
I'm sorry. It was just weird. I didn't see who won until after the thing was announced.
Look, Tink says she was rubbing on him. Look at that. Listen, the theme parties, man. House party. They had the school days joined with DJ Senpai. They had the outer stage where my man Crazy 8 the Great was rocking the mic. Shout out
to DJ Senpai who took a shot of Malort and did not make a face. You, sir, are a real nigga. No, he did. He took one of the little bottles that I had. He took a whole little bottle straight back of Malort. Didn't make a face. Shout out to DJ Senpai because you are a real nigga, my guy.
Malort will make you sterile. To me, this was the best cosplay I saw all weekend.
Yeah.
My man Beast.
Oh, he had the toe sneakers.
Yo, listen, best cosplay I saw all weekend, period. And shout out to the Hoochie Daddies. The Hoochie Daddies had a panel.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Hoochie Daddies. Look. Tef, are these shorts Hoochie Daddy official?
Yes, I'm loving it. I love everything about it.
All right, Teffy, I'm making sure you checking in. Everything, even Wendell got the shorts apart. He got the high socks would do it for me. I love this. I love this cosplay.
Okay, so I didn't get to see them all together.
Got you. You saw individual muses.
Yeah, like I saw like 2 or 3 of them, and I was like, oh, that'd be really cool if they came together. And now,
all right. Let me see what else. Yes, there were some amazing cosplayers. Black women were in rare form with all their melanated goodness. Shout out to Goddess of the Eye, who is now officially a cosplay aficionado. She's a crafty hobbit, and she put together a dope ass Harley Quinn cosplay that fits her aesthetic, and also Queen of Diamonds cosplay. And the Yoshimitsu in the back. Fuego. The cosplayers look so beautiful, and my people really showed out. Shout out to Violet Verse, and she always shows. I just love everything she does. Of course, you can't have black cosplay without a black manta. It's kind of just it goes hand in hand. Was there any specific cosplays or events that y'all really enjoyed?
Shout out to at Blurt Girls Poll. My Poll sisters, we had our panel and our workshop this year, and both were a huge success.
Y'all showed out, and a lot of
and y'all
podcasts.
showed up at 10 o'clock in the morning to get on the pole and roll around on the floor. Y'all are the real MVPs.
Listen, if you wake up at 10 o'clock to get on the pole, you hit my DM right now. Sassy, you muted, baby, so I can't hear you talk shit.
Oh, I was saying nobody felt like being up at 10 a.m.
Not after that party that we had last night.
Not at all during that weekend did anybody want to get up that early.
Listen, this cosplay here. Corbin, my man.
Mm-hmm.
I love you.
This is one of my favorite. Bob Ross and
the Dragonfly Jones.
Dragonfly Jones. And I mean, he literally embodied Dragonfly. Silence. Randy Watson. There was a few Randy Watsons running around. Of course, no BLERDCON would be complete without a Venom choking out Spider-Man. And the cosplay of the official mascots for BLERDCON Homecoming. Hold on. I got to show y'all this. Look at this fucking Yoshimitsu. I got to zoom in on it.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing.
That is
Listen, look at this. Come on, y'all.
Wow.
Like, how are you scary and sexy all in the same vibe? And if you didn't know, these brothers ain't nothing to fuck with.
Wu-Tang.
I'm glad. I appreciate the delayed laugh. She was like, "Oh, that nigga made it funny."
No, I was just like Wu-Tang Foot. No, because I was like, what are they? The Foot Clan, and I was like, oh, Wu-Tang Foot. Funny.
Vashon in rare form. I love it. That just shows the culture is influenced by memes. Dragonfly again. Randy. Stink Meaner.
Oh, yeah, that was hilarious. He was good at that.
What you gonna do, nigga?
He was spot on.
And proof positive that guess what? BLERDCON ain't just for black people. You can come and cosplay. Just make sure you know.
I'm done with the face.
You make sure you act right, because you in our house now.
It was a few of them in there. They knew what it was.
Jamal and Afro Cocoa Puff kill this JoJo cosplay. Absolutely kill it.
They really did, though.
And did y'all see the wingspan on this shit?
No.
The wingspan on this cosplay, it was. I don't even know what this is from, and now I just want to research exactly what the fuck this was about, because y'all make everything black. Black people just make everything better. Eni absolutely was Robotnik. I loved your Robotnik cosplay, Eni. Y'all showed out. I guess we're gonna wrap up, because Teffy, we gotta get ready for our flights, darling.
Yeah.
I still haven't packed. We're gonna be at BLERDCON. I mean,
DreamCon.
We'll be at DreamCon this weekend, and we'll come back with another recap, some dope pictures, and hopefully we'll be able to see the other side of the Black Nerd Con scene with DreamCon. Thank you for tuning in to the Head Nerds in Charge. But before we go, I want to give Oni Sassy the opportunity to drop her handles and let you know how you can follow her. Oni, talk to her.
Well, if you want to find me, you can find me on Facebook, because y'all harder, y'all go do it anyway, under my Sassy Shelton page, or you can find me over on Instagram under Oni_Sassy.
Foxy Rocks, talk to him.
Hey guys, you can find me at Foxy Roxy _ The Voice 38 on Instagram.
Teffy Wonder, talk to him.
All right, so y'all already know what the fucking deal is. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to Head Nerds in Charge on all platforms. We stream live sometime before 9 o'clock on Wednesday, and we end whenever y'all decide to stop talking to us again. So make sure y'all follow. We're trying to get our numbers up over on Twitch and YouTube, so make sure you follow us, subscribe there, ring that notification bell so you never miss a HNIC live. Go to our website, www.headnerdsincharge.com. Sign up for our email list so that you can be on the know when we starting to sell tickets to things like our cuddle parties, you guys. A lot of people hit us up when them pre-sale tickets was gone, talking about some, how can I get a ticket? Listen, if you know, you know. Make sure you sign up for that email list. While you're on our website, pick up some of our dope ass merch. We have t-shirts, hats, hoodies, bras, drawers, bags, blankets, socks, stickers. You want it, we got it. Headnerdsincharge.com. Our merch makes great ass gifts. You saw me walking around in my HNIC t-shirt this weekend. Kurt had on his Black Men Don't Cheat t-shirt. If you want to listen, you trying to rep the set, pick up some of our merch. Also sign up for our Patreon, www.patreon.com/headnerdsincharge. We have great, awesome extra content coming up there for you as well. If you guys would like to follow me, you can follow me over on my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok, where I am at Teffy Wonder. Those are where I am the most active. I appreciate you guys, the influx of Facebook friend requests I got, but if you want to follow me on Facebook, please follow my page, Teffy Wonder the Mocha Mermaid. I am very boring. All I do is complain about my job and talk about my kid. That is my purse, and I don't know you.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy King Kurt live. And yes, sometimes we got to have real talk conversations because I don't mind y'all getting mad, but sometimes I just look at y'all and it's frustrating when we are mad without a game plan or mad without action. Y'all have the resources and strengths to affect the community that you love so much. Harness, utilize, and organize your power. You want to rally around Jasmine? Then really truly rally around her with more than just words and flowery sentiments. And I know many of you are already doing that. But make it stronger, make it better, make it stable, but more importantly, make it sustainable. And that's how you build institutions. As always, Head Nerds in Charge, leading the culture in the best way we know how. Some of you fuck with us, some of you don't. But we still gonna be here every goddamn Wednesday, 8-ish to whenever we tell you we going to fuck to sleep. Thank you for tuning in, and good night.